Hello everyone. This little puppy dog has been in our house now as a foster for about 10 or 12 days. And Ellie, my 10-year-old, and Tazzy, my 16-year-old, we've all been talking about it and deciding, stay here. She's all nervous. If Mario / Tigger has the right to stay in the home. We did a closed door talk on it, so it would just be the three of us, and we took a vote, and I do think that Tigger was at the door because I kept hearing little scratches, but we did a closed door meeting on it, and Tazzy and Ellie and I talked it over, and we took a vote. And the thing was, they laid on their back with all four paws up. And I didn't think that was legal. And that was against him staying, by the way. That was the first vote. I only have two hands. So I voted for him to stay, and all 8 paws said goodbye. So I just don't think that's right. So we had another vote, and I said all of y'all were rescues too, and you need the home, and we took you in. Well, they relented, and they said, all right, I guess we'll keep him. So we have now got Mario / Tigger as a family member. And he is now just Tigger. But he's a good baby, and we're going to keep him. Tigger, come here. Show him how pretty you are. He wants to run and play and jump. He jumps down off the couch, onto the couch, to the back of the couch, onto the counter, and then down the counter. He's like a cat. Come here, show him how pretty you are and that you're like a little kitty. And so we have now got a third puppy dog and the 4th member of our family. He's a good boy. He does mess up sometimes, but he's trying. Like, he thinks it's time to go to the bathroom, so he goes to the bathroom. And I've told him now, you know where the bathroom is. All the others go outside. And he says, but the bedroom's a lot warmer. So anyway, we're going to teach him. He's 2 years old. He's loving and sweet. And he's now going to be our 3rd puppy dog. Even though my 3rd puppy dog is in heaven now, my baby. I started out to save a life as a foster, and so they could put more dogs in the pound because they had no room for them, and if they don't have room for them, then the ones that's been there the longest get put down, and I didn't want that. And I thought, well, if I can just get him out of the pound, which it was actually like a foster place, but it still didn't have any room. And if I could get him, then they could get another one out of the pound and save its life. And that way, when someone brought a dog in, there would be room for it, at least one more room. And I was only going to do this a couple of weeks. I thought, you know, by that time it had settled down somewhat. Of course, it never does. 100 dogs a day coming in. And so I was keeping him and trying to decide. But I can't get rid of anything I get. I don't care what it is. I'd probably take a roach and make it have it a name and let it move in. I tell you, I'm just so weak. But everybody deserves a home, and everybody deserves to be loved. And so this little boy right here is now a member of our family. Tigger, say hello. Hello. He says, I got a home, I got a home. He's just a baby. He's 2 years old, but he acts like he's about 3 months old. He is just everywhere. He has the zoomies like you would not believe. That dog can go flying through the air. I think he's half Superman or something. And here's Tazzy, and Tazzy says, I voted against it. I don't want that dog here. I know, it's scary. But he'll get used to him, and Ellie sits somewhere else. If he jumps up on the couch to be near her, Ellie, then Ellie will jump down like she's been bit or something and walk away. But they do hang out somewhat together, and they'll get used to each other. And we've saved a puppy's life, maybe two, because of the one that didn't have a place to go, that would be put down. Now maybe has a few more days to hopefully find a home. And then the one I took, this one, gives it more room for somebody else to get a puppy dog and give it a chance. So it's kind of a cycle, and it's a good cycle. I want y'all to know that no matter what, please adopt and don't shop, because all these dogs, over 4,000 dogs a day in the United States, not counting the world, but just in the United States, over 4,000 dogs a day are put down. And you can find anything. At our pound, it's called, just SPCA, and they have a hedgehog, they have peacocks, they have a rooster, they have bunnies, they have birds, they have, of course, cats and dogs, every kind you can think of. And if you don't find one there, you get on rescues and say you want Aussie, Australian Shepherd. Get on an Australian Shepherd rescue. And it may not be here in Nevada or wherever you're at, but they have them. And a lot of times they will ship them to you. I've actually, with my car, when I lived in Tennessee, I would take them like to Kentucky or different places like that when they had found a home. Did that a few times, but the people in Kentucky would check, or whatever state it was, about the home and make sure everything was okay, and they wanted a certain dog, a certain age, whatever. And I've got family in Kentucky anyway, so I would just put them in my car and head down and make sure I met them and went to their house, and they got loving homes. So whatever pet you want, please don't shop. That's gonna stop. If we don't shop for these beautiful little babies, then they won't be breeding them like they do. And the ones that have been bought for $3,000 or $4,000 won't be bred anymore, and they'll have a chance to make it on their own. You know, they'll be able to find a home, and there won't be so many animals out there that's being euthanized. And these people are the best people in the world, whether they're a rescue or an SPCA or whatever they are. They're such good people. I've worked with them and met them and everything all over the country. And they do their best to find a home and give all of them a chance, but sometimes it gets so overrun that the ones that's been there the longest does the walk. And when those little dogs are put on a leash, they think they're going for a walk, and they're so excited and everything. And they just didn't find a home. So if y'all want a pet, whatever kind of pet it is, please find a rescue for it. And please donate if you can. This is not one of my happier videos, except for me getting that baby over there that's just taken off that way. But I want y'all to know that the most important thing in the world is, and everyone has a right for a life, whether it's a four-legged or a two-legged. Please help. That's what we were put on this earth for, is to take care of each other. And it's not that big a deal, even if you can't adopt or you can't have a puppy dog or kitty or whatever it is. Maybe you can just, like I've said before, donate. If it's $5, or if some bleach or some peanut butter or a bed or some blankets and towels that you don't use anymore, because they can always use them. And we voted, and this little baby right here He tried to be part of the vote, but he wasn't part, he's not a member of the family, so he couldn't vote. All he could do was hope like heck. But you know what? He got voted in, and he has a home. And his name is Tigger, and you're going to see him. I'm going to start showing some of the jumping and bouncing and everything that he does. He is the cutest, sweetest baby, and that's something else. When you adopt these dogs, and I've adopted about every single dog I've ever had, they are more loving and more thankful. They attach themselves to you so much because they've been through so much. And they just thank God that they've got somebody that might love them and keep them warm and feed them. And they're good exercise. Take them for a walk. Get out. We all need extra exercise. And they absolutely love just taking a walk and sniffing on everything and having a good time. And that makes you. One thing that is very common, and I know most of y'all know it, that holding a dog or a cat or a pet actually relaxes you, makes your heart better. It just helps you in so many ways. And so let them help you and you help them. And maybe, just maybe, me saying this, maybe just one pet will be adopted. And I will be so grateful if I just got one person to take one of these babies home. So look at him. He's the most loving little sweet thing you ever seen in your life. And they all are. They try their best to be good because they don't want to get kicked out again, because some of them's been given away and dumped and taken to the SPCA a lot of times. And all they want is stability. So, y'all, thank you for listening to me. And like I said, he's going to be one of the family, which he always was. I just didn't tell the other two, so they wouldn't get all shook up from the beginning till they met him. But he was always going to be, if I take them out, they're mine. I would never dump them. If I went into an apartment or something and they said you can't have a dog, well, I'd live in my car. Or that blow-up tent that I got it in a black bag, but it's still hanging out in every direction. So, and that's Tazzy. He wants attention. He wants to go outside. So I'll let y'all go. But I appreciate you listening. And please, if you think about it, please like and subscribe, because it helps my channel, and helping my channel helps these puppy dogs, because I try my best to get everything out like this that will help them. Tazzy, quiet. But anyway, adopt, don't shop. And please subscribe and like. And I still haven't found about that bell. I think that means it's notified as soon as one of the things, one of my new videos come on. I've got to check that. But I'd really appreciate it if you would, because I just get it out to more people. And if they hear it, maybe they'll understand, and maybe they will quit letting these poor little females and males breed and breed and breed until they just give up. I really appreciate you listening, and I consider you all my friends. That's a Southern thing. And please think about adopting, at least maybe donating or volunteering or anything like that. And I'm going to push this little button. There he is again. See, they just want to be near you because they've been in a cage and they've been ignored and they're so afraid. So give them a chance and make your life a little bit better. Have a good day, and we'll talk soon.